Hello guys, welcome back, it's Joanna and today I'm coming to you with a perfume battle. I have 3 perfumes and 3 flankers of them and I will be deciding which one smells better on me. If you are interested in content about perfumes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please like this video and I'm jumping right into it. First I will start from the line I know very well because I bought it some time ago and it's L'Interdit line. I started my love for this line from L'Interdit Intense. I bought it 1 year ago on Black Friday and I remember that it was a love from the first sniff. I remember going to the store and trying out the whole L'Interdit line and I couldn't stop thinking about this one. And this one has a very prominent pepper note and sesame note and it's just blended to the perfection. It's my favorite scent. It's a huge compliment getter. Every time I wear this, someone is complimenting me on this, that it smells so nice, so sophisticated. This one has never let me down. It's one of my all-time favorite perfumes and I was raving about it in the video about my most complimented fragrances, so if you haven't seen it yet, I will leave it here. And then a few weeks ago I saw a bargain on the original L'Interdit and I decided immediately that I need it in my collection, so I went and get it immediately, and it was also a love from the first sniff. But this is a very different fragrance. It has totally different notes and it's pulling a bit differently. It reminds me about the honey, like I was smelling the honey right from the jar, whereas this one reminds me of a fresh roasted sesame. Comparing the notes of those two, in the L'Interdit, the original version, top notes are pear and bergamot, middle notes tuberose, orange blossom, jasmine, sambac, and base notes patchouli, vanilla, ambroxan, and vetiver. In an intense version, we have totally different notes. Here in the top note we have black pepper, in the middle notes tuberose, sesame, orange blossom, and base notes Madagascar vanilla, patchouli, and vetiver. The original L'Interdit has notes of white floral, tuberose, sweet, woody, citrus, fruity, patchouli, vanilla, animalic, and earthy, whereas L'Interdit Intense has main accords of white floral, vanilla, tuberose, woody, patchouli, aromatic, fresh spicy, warm spicy, earthy, and animalic. Judging only by the accords, you can see some differences, but both of them has white floral and tuberose. And this one is definitely a tuberose bomb, the original L'Interdit, whereas this one is a tuberose bomb but with something else in it. This is the sesame note that makes it very smooth, well blended, like you are sniffing a roasted sesame. It's very hard to describe, so if you have a chance to sniff this one, please don't hesitate because it's my favorite from the line. And L'Interdit Intense is definitely more vanillic than the original L'Interdit. It smells so good. Straight from the bottle I can smell the sesame blended with the vanilla. And this makes it extremely special because sesame note is not present in many designer perfumes. As I heard also from Demi Rowling from one of her videos, it could be easily mistaken with a niche fragrance. And I can totally agree, it smells very unique, like nothing you smelled before if you are a huge fan of designer perfumes. If I should compare those two, I would definitely say that L'Interdit Intense is this darker nighttime version of the original L'Interdit. It's perfect for autumn and winter and the nighttime. And this one is also perfect for autumn and winter. I wouldn't recommend this for summer or spring, but you can dress it up a bit. It will be perfect for a little black dress, for going out to a party at work, for example. Whereas this one is perfect for night out in the club. You can of course also wear it for a Christmas party, for an upcoming Christmas season. You can never go wrong with this one. As I said, this is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. So if you're looking for a perfume that is perfect for nights out or dates or clubbing in the city, you should consider getting L'Interdit Intense. Whereas if you're looking forward to dress up a bit, for example during the weekend, to a little black dress, this one would be perfect for this occasion. So you can definitely see some similarities between those two, even though they are completely different. I was hoping that the dry down will be exactly the same, but it is not. You can definitely smell the DNA of an original L'Interdit in L'Interdit Intense, but those two, they are more cousins than sisters. Even though I'm not a huge fan of jasmine in perfumes, I really like this version. Jasmine is not as prominent as you would think, it's more in the background, whereas pear and all the other notes are very visible. To me it smells like honey bomb, even though honey is not a note listed on Fragrantica, but this one straight from the bottle is extremely sweet and extremely pleasant. You will definitely be noticed wearing this one, so be careful wearing this to the office. It's hard to say if it's inoffensive, but I got some compliments while wearing this one, so people definitely notice it. I'm not overspraying this one when I'm wearing this to the office. I'm always thinking about my co-workers, but definitely everybody can smell it. But I'm also not wearing this to the jeans. I'm always dressing it up a bit so it will match the vibe that this perfume gives gives me. This one I'm also wearing to the office, I'm not overspraying it, and I'm always getting compliments wearing this one. Everybody seems to love it on me, everybody says it smells amazing, and when it comes to those two, it lasts ages on the skin, so it's also a plus. The sealage, the longevity, everything is there, so whatever version you choose, you cannot go wrong with those two. Bottles are also very pretty and elegant. This one is black, which indicates that it's an intense version, a nighttime, darker, sexy one, and this one is just an original EDP in a very elegant, transparent bottle with a very nice detail in here. Of course, you can have your own opinion, but for me, a winner of this bottle is Laundry Intense. It's a bolder, darker, sexier version of the original Laundry. Even though the Laundry Intense is a flanker of an original Laundry, they are different enough to have both in your collection. Please let me know which one is your favorite, I'm curious to know. Next up we have two fragrances from Hermes, and those are Twilly and Twilly Poivrée. I don't own full bottles, but I have samples, so I was trying to compare those two. I was wearing them the whole day, so I have something to say about both of them. I sprayed an original Twilly and the flanker here. I was sniffing them and I was trying to compare those two, and I don't think that they are comparable at all. I think that those are two totally different perfumes, and even the dry down is totally different. I wasn't expecting this, and actually I thought that I would like more Twilly Poivrée, but wearing those two the same day made me realize that I prefer an original Hermes more. I prefer original Twilly way more than Poivrée, and I will just tell you why, if you want to listen, of course. So the original Twilly has main accords of white floral, warm spicy, citrus, tuberose, woody, fresh, powdery, animalic and vanilla, whereas the Poivrée version has main accords of rose, soft spicy, patchouli, woody, musky, warm spicy, sweet, earthy, floral and balsamic. Reading the main accords from Fragrantica, it was just screaming my name, so I really thought that I would love Poivrée, but unfortunately it opens very sharp. The pepper note is very prominent in this one, like you get the pepper on your face, and it will not disappear from my skin for ages. I still can smell it. Whereas the original Twilly, it's very flowery, very feminine, smells like luxury soap or body lotion, very pleasant, very clean. The original Twilly is the perfume that you can wear on the everyday basis when you're running errands, when you're going to work, when you just want to wear jeans and a blazer or a sweatshirt. Whatever you want to wear, this perfume will always match the vibe. Whereas the Poivrée, I have no idea how to categorize it. It opens very sharp, very weird, and the dry down is so different from the original Twilly version. It's just something that I would wear nowhere. Whereas the Poivrée version is very hard to categorize, especially the opening, because in the dry down it's just this normal, flowery, very ordinary scent no one will notice. So it could be a good thing, but if you are spending money on a perfume, I think that you are looking for something more than that. The top notes of an original Twilly are ginger, bitter orange and bergamot, middle notes tuberose, orange blossom and jasmine, and base notes sandalwood and vanilla. In Poivrée, top note is pepper, middle note is rose, and base note is patchouli. So even though the fragrance is very simple, it gives me a headache. Both the longevity and sealage of those two are not outstanding. I would expect a bit more from Hermes. Unfortunately, I don't regret that I don't own the full bottle, because I think that after those samples I will just forget all about this perfume. If you want to smell clean and feminine, I think you should definitely look at those two, otherwise look the other way. When it comes to bottles of those two, they are so cute. They imitate a person wearing a scarf and a hat, but of course I don't recommend buying a perfume only based on how the bottle looks. You definitely need to like the scent, and in my case I don't like either. For the purpose of this video I need to choose one, because it's a perfume bottle. I choose an original Twilly. I think if you like those clean girl vibes, if you like feminine flowery scents, you can definitely look into this one. It's perfect to the office because the sealage and longevity is not that huge. People will definitely notice that you smell clean, fresh, inoffensive, but nothing more than this. Sealage and longevity is so moderate that they will just probably think that you took a shower and came straight to work. So very inoffensive, very classy. If you want to smell like that, the original Twilly by Hermes is the scent for you. Let me know in the comments what do you think about both versions. Maybe you are a huge fan of Poivrée. I'm very curious to know. The next two I have for you are from Narcissa Rodriguez, and the first one is Narcissa Rodriguez For Her Forever, which I have sample of, and Musc Noir Rose, which I have a travel version of. And you know how much I love Musc Noir Rose. For me, it's this plummy, rosy, beautiful and sexy scent, perfect for autumn and winter, very juicy and very intoxicating. Whereas this one I was trying today and I have some mixed feelings. This one smells pleasant but very flowery. I think it smells way too flowery to my nose. The main accords are white floral, floral, musky, patchouli, lactonic, powdery, fruity, animalic, tuberose and tropical. It doesn't smell tropical at all if you ask me, but it's definitely a flower bomb. It should be called flower bomb. Probably if the name wouldn't have been taken by Viktor and Rolf, they will definitely go in this direction. I really started liking musky perfumes, and Narcissa Rodriguez is well known for musk in their perfumes, but this one just is off-putting to me, unfortunately. And I know why. I will read you notes of this perfume. So top notes are jasmine, frangipani, gardenia, middle notes osmanthus, tuberose, African orange flower, and base note musk and patchouli. I hate jasmine in perfumes. This is why this is not for me. Like, I knew that something was off. I haven't been reading notes before, so I had no idea that it has jasmine in, but jasmine is very off-putting to me, so I will never like this perfume, unfortunately. And the longer it will be sitting on my skin, the more I will hate it. I'm also a huge fan of fruity perfumes, so Musc Noir Rose with the plum note is definitely a way to go for me. And main accords of Musc Noir Rose are musky, fruity, vanilla, sweet, powdery, rose, tuberose, white floral, soft spicy and animalic. Top notes are plum, pink pepper, bergamot, middle notes musk, rose, tuberose and base note is vanilla. Just judging by the notes, this has a plum, which is a fruit. I love fruity perfumes, so this one is definitely a winner to me, but not in this overwhelming amount as in Eau Poivrée by Hermes. This one was really off-putting to me, but in this everything is well blended. It smells very fruity, very rosy, kind of mature but still very juicy, very sexy. You definitely need to try this one because this is such a good perfume. This very quickly became one of the favorite perfumes that I have in my collection. It's perfect for autumn and winter, and I'm really hoping that they will never discontinue this one, because after I finish the travel size I will definitely get the full bottle. The Narcissa Rodriguez For Her Forever also smells like a soap, a very luxury one. Those two are perfect to work, but be careful with the Musc Noir Rose because this is more like a nighttime version for autumn and winter, and people will definitely notice when you are wearing this one. So when you are wearing this one to work, please be careful, don't overspray it, because I don't think that someone will be offended by it, but it can induce headache when you overspray it, so please be mindful about your colleagues. Whereas this one, if you like jasmine, of course, is a very safe everyday perfume, perfect to work. Narciso is very well known for his masks, so you can never go wrong with this one. And actually they wrote something about it. This is the 20-year edition. The For Her signature Heart of Musk is celebrated in an exclusive edition, dressed with notes of osmanthus flower, a frangipani accord and patchouli. It reveals its most luxurious facade. So if you're looking for a perfume you can wear on everyday basis to work when you are running errands, whereas where you're looking for a perfume you will be very pleased with during the winter and autumn, maybe not to work but on weekends, on date nights, look at this one because it is so juicy, so beautiful, rose and plum, perfection. So probably there is not a surprise here. This bottle is won by Musc Noir Rose by Narcissa Rodriguez. I made myself a cup of coffee and I started editing videos, which means that the perfumes had a chance to sit on my skin for a longer time. And for Narcissa Rodriguez once it was over an hour, and right now I need to give one of them its justice. I started sniffing my hand and this one stole my heart. It's Narcissa Rodriguez For Her Forever. It smells so beautiful, so musky, so sophisticated and so unoffensive. Clean girl aesthetic vibes. Perfect for work, perfect for everyday, perfect for running errands. You can just conquer the world with this one. Even though Musc Noir Rose is still my favorite, this one is definitely on number 2, and I really need to try more musk perfumes, especially from Narcissa Rodriguez, because they are doing masks very good. Like, they are very pleasant, totally clean, very unoffensive. It seems like everybody would love it. I just need to get over the jasmine that this perfume starts with, but after the jasmine is gone, it's more in the background than the musk is on the first plan, and I just love it. Musk Noir Rose still wins the battle, but Narcissa Rodriguez For Her Forever, it's really worth trying and it's really worth your attention. So don't sleep on it, run to the store and just sniff it. It's really worth it. Please let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my judgments. I'm very curious to know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm so thankful for 175 subscribers. Thank you guys very much for believing in me and for supporting my channel. It means a lot. Have a nice day and I see you in my next video. Bye!